If you are starting an e-commerce store, one of the first things to do in marketing is to set up your email automations or the so-called flows. Email automations help you convert and retain customers on an autopilot. Today, I'm going to show you the secret sauce to boosting your sales even when you sleep without lifting a finger after the setup. Yes, I'm talking about the top 5 email flows that are absolute game changers for any e-commerce brand. From turning visitors into loyal customers to recovering those abandoned carts and checkouts. These automated flows are must for every online store. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which email flows you need to set up, what they are, and what they should accomplish, and who to send them to. Also, we already have video tutorials on how to build some of these flows, so if you are not subscribed yet, please do. I'll leave links to these videos below. Alright, let's kick things off by understanding what exactly email automations and flows are. Think of them as your silent salespeople working around the clock to engage your customers at just the right moments. Email automations are sequences of emails that are triggered automatically based on specific actions your customers take or don't take. For example, when someone subscribes to your newsletter, adds an item to their cart, or even just browse your store without buying anything. Why they are crucial? Because they allow you to maintain consistent communications with your customers without needing to send each email manually. This means you can deliver personalized experiences tailored to the behavior of each customer, which can significantly increase your engagement, retention, and ultimately your sales. In the world of e-commerce, where competition is brutal and customers' attention is hard to get, setting up effective email flows can be the difference between one-time visitor and a repeat customer. The first email flow that every brand should have is the welcome flow. The welcome flow is probably going to be your highest revenue generating automation when it comes to email flows. When a new visitor decides to join your community by signing up for your newsletter from your pop-up or creating an account, this is your golden opportunity to make a great first impression. The welcome flow isn't just a polite note or digital handshake. It's the chance to start a relationship on the right foot. Here's how you can make it count. Send an immediate email. As soon as someone signs up, send them a warm, welcoming email. Thank them for joining your list and community, and maybe introduce them to your brand story. This email should feel personal and inviting, like they just walked into your store and you're greeting them with a smile. Usually, this is the place most brands share the value they promised from the pop-up. A 10% discount or a free shipping, this is the place you deliver your promise. The second email is the perfect place for a value proposition. This email should highlight what makes your brand unique. What can they expect by being part of your community? Exclusive deals, sneak peeks, insider information. Give them a taste of benefits they've just unlocked. And don't remember to remind them about the discount or the offer you presented them in email 1 if they haven't used it yet. In the third email, we should encourage some kind of interaction by inviting the new subscriber to follow us on social media, check out your most popular products, or take advantage of their first purchase discount. This email should motivate them to engage more deeply with your brand. In the last email of this flow, we aim to add a little FOMO or fear of missing out and let them know that their discount or the freebie we offered in email 1 is expiring. This step encourages them to take an action, and if they haven't placed an order yet, they will after this email. Remember, the welcome flow is just the beginning, but it sets the stage for all future interactions. Make it count by being personable, informative, and engaging. After all, you never get a second chance to make a first impression, right? The second email flow that every D2C and e-commerce brand should have is the abandoned checkout flow. There is a common misunderstanding in the e-commerce space about the abandoned checkout and the abandoned cart flow. These are two different flows, but most of the time people are talking about them as one flow. The difference between these two flows is huge. The abandoned checkout flow happens when someone adds something in their cart and then proceed to checkout and fill at least one of the placeholders there. I mean the name or an address or whatever, and then leave the checkout. This action triggers the abandoned checkout flow. The abandoned cart flow is happening when someone adds something in their cart but leave without proceeding to checkout. As you can see, the difference here is one of the customers showed a little bit more interest by reaching the checkout while the other one left something behind in their cart. It's important to have both these flows when you start out because these are two different stages you want to cover. And let's be real, everything that helps you bring down your cost per acquisition and make your Facebook ads less expensive is a go-go, right? Now let's start with the abandoned checkout flow. Every time a customer adds items to their cart and reaches checkout but leaves your website without completing the purchase, you're missing out on revenue. This flow is designed to bring them back and cross the finish line. Here's how to effectively implement an abandoned checkout flow. First thing is that timing is key. Send the first email within a few hours of the abandoned checkout. If your product and average order value is below $100, start testing with 1 hour delay. If it's more expensive products, start with 3 hours. This keeps your products fresh in the customer's mind and increases the chances of them returning to complete their purchase. In your first email, gently remind them what they've left behind and reassure them about the things customers care about, like security, return policies, and customer support. Include clear images and details of the products they abandoned to reignite their interest. With Klaviyo, you can add a dynamic block which will pull out the actual product your customer abandoned, making the email super personalized. If they don't bite on the first reminder, consider sending a follow-up email with a limited time offer. A small discount or free shipping can be just the nudge they need to complete their purchase. In the third email, use the opportunity to address potential objections. Include frequently asked questions, customer testimonials, or direct line to customer service to help alleviate any concerns that might have caused them to abandon their cart in the first place. In the last one, add fear of missing out and a last chance to use their discount. Every audience is different, so it's crucial to test different timings, subject lines, and content to see what works best for your customers. Keep an eye on the performance of the emails and continuously optimize to improve their effectiveness. You can use the same structure for the abandoned cart email flow as well, since these two are almost identical. However, don't forget that the abandoned checkout customers already took the action of checking out, while the others only placed a product in their cart. Watch your copywriting and the voice you're using in both flows. However, both of these customers need some nudge so they can place their order. They have some kinds of concerns and you need to break those in these flows. Now let's move to the next flow you must have as an e-commerce business, and it is the browse abandonment flow. The main idea of this flow is to turn window shoppers into actual buyers. Imagine someone browsing through your store, checking out different products, but not adding anything to their cart. There's a lot of potential sales left on the table, right? Well, that's where this flow comes into play. First up, track and identify what catches their eye. You need to have the right tools to see what products or categories they've been exploring. This data is gold because it tells you exactly what they're interested in. Klaviyo does this for you. Send a follow-up email a few hours later. Again, you can use the example from the abandoned checkout and the abandoned cart flow. 1 hour if your average order value is below $100 and 3 to 4 hours if your products are more expensive. Keep it light and friendly, like you're just dropping in to say, hey, notice you're checking out these items. Include pictures of the products they looked at to jog their memory and maybe even pull them back in. Again, if you're using Klaviyo, this will be covered by a dynamic block, so it's super easy. Next, try to make it personal. If they looked at a specific product, bring that product back to the spotlight. Or if they were browsing a category, suggest similar items they might like. The key here is personalization. You want to show them that you're paying attention to their tastes. You can also throw in a little incentive, maybe offer a discount code or free shipping for limited time. It's about giving them that extra push to go from browsing into buying. Don't forget to provide helpful details. Add in some useful information like customer testimonials, a product video, or answer to their frequently asked questions. This can help overcome any hesitations they might have. And finally, keep testing. Try different email formats, send times and messages to see what resonates best with your audience. The last flow in our list is the post-purchase flow. Most brands look this flow and neglect it since it's a post-purchase flow, meaning you already won the customer. However, If this flow is executed correctly, this can be your second most revenue generating flow. Let me explain why. The post-purchase flow, or the thank you flow, is happening when you already want the customer. Yes, but after this process is done, you have to make sure you don't forget about these customers. It's easier to sell something additional to someone that already trusts you. And of course, it's cheaper, essentially, with email marketing. If you spend $20 to acquire a new customer and your product cost is $100, you've made $80 gross profit on that first sale. But if you sell this particular customer again, the same product, it will be pure $100 profit. Also, the post-purchase flow helps you build a strong brand and reputation. Right after the purchase, send a heartfelt thank you. This isn't just a good manners, it's good business. Express gratitude for their purchase and make it personal. Maybe even include a photo of your team packing orders to add some human touch. Follow up with order details and expectations. Next, make sure your customers receive a confirmation email for their order, providing them details about shipping times and tracking information. Transparency here builds trust and reduces post-purchase anxiety. It will also help you reduce the bad reviews percentage. You can also start to educate and inspire. Once their item is on their way, send them an email that educates them about the product or how to use it. For example, if they bought a camera, send tips about taking great photos. This adds value and make a better expectations for them. After they've received their product, reach out for feedback. Ask how they like it and if they have any questions or concerns. This shows you care about their satisfaction and can lead to useful testimonials or identify areas for improvement. Finally, once the reasonable amount of time has passed, introduce them to related products or accessories. This could be a special offer or highlighting of items that complement what they've already purchased. Upsell, downsell, cross-sell. You can try everything and see what works best. Implementing a strong post-purchase flow not only boosts customer satisfaction, but also encourages loyalty and repeat purchases. Remember, the end of the sale is just the beginning of your next opportunity. If you have any questions about anything, comment under this video or email me and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Don't forget to like this video if you find it helpful and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more valuable packed videos about email marketing and e-commerce. I'll see you in the next video.